with superhero video games pretty much taking over with, Guardians of the Galaxy, Spider-Man PS4, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Spider-Man PS5, or Spider-Man 2 if you want to call it that, if you want to get technical about it, and other games that have been exclusive to the PlayStation, like good old Wolverine, you tend to sit back and think to yourself, each game system has an exclusive game from Marvel, except for Xbox. Now, like I said, I can give you a list of games that are exclusive for the PlayStation. That's gonna be coming out soon. That's Marvel. And the same thing for Nintendo Switch, because you might not want to admit it, but they actually do have an exclusive. And the exclusives go like this. For the PlayStation or Sony, we're having Spider-Man 2 that's coming out in 2023, and the upcoming Wolverine game that's also been announced from the same folks that brought us Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales. Now we switch over to Nintendo Switch, and Nintendo Switch, they have a actual Marvel game that's just strictly for them, and that's Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. This game came out roughly maybe 3 or 2, maybe 4 years ago. Not saying it's the best Ultimate Alliance game. Ultimate Alliance 1 was probably the best one out of all of them. But we can't sit there and say that this isn't exclusive. Then on top of that, we end up having Midnight Suns that is coming out. Now, Midnight Suns is on all 3 consoles. But what I wanted to do today is talk about a Marvel game that could be exclusive to the Xbox. Now, don't take this as, oh, this is legit. Oh, this is something that's real. Oh, where'd you get your information from? This is just me just spitballing, throwing darts at the wall, and hopefully Marvel comes across this video. And I'm pretty sure other YouTubers made videos like this too. What could the Xbox get that exclusively for the Xbox? Could they get a certain hero or heroes? So this video is being made just for that. We can, sit here and brainstorm over which Marvel property could be exclusive to the Xbox, and who and what gaming developer or company could take over the reins of this type of game. Now, if we're gonna get an exclusive game, one of the games that I would love to see make a comeback and it'd be a clean slate, a reboot, is an X-Men Legends game. Like, back in the day when I was a kid, I played the fuck out of X-Men Legends Rise of Apocalypse. That game was downright amazing to me. It might not be great to some, but it was great to me. And now, it might not have held up well due to the graphics we got now, but at the same time, if you have common sense like me and other gamers who actually have fucking common sense, you would understand, like, hey, this game came out like in 2020. This game came out in 2000. Of course, the game's not gonna look like fucking Halo Infinite, like, no. But that does not mean we can't get a reboot. See, I was sitting back playing Guardians of the Galaxy the other day, and I thought, what if, and I don't know many companies that Microsoft have bought out to make games for Xbox, but what if we got something like Guardians of the Galaxy, but just with the X-Men? Let's sit back and think about that for a moment, and think about how dope that would be, honestly. Now, how it will play out would be 10 times as better than what Guardians of the Galaxy is. They'll keep that same premise of, oh, you control one character, and you'll have like 3 other members with you that you can, command with that one character. But what if I told you on each mission or level, you alternate characters? So, like, for instance, all right, let's go and use the animated series for an example, okay? In the first episode, we meet Jubilee, okay? And Jubilee is getting attacked by the Sentinels because she used her mutant powers. And so Charles Xavier sends out the X-Men to go save Jubilee, okay? And as missions are starting up, you're playing as Cyclops. And it teaches you the mechanics of the game. Like, hey, each level, you get to use a different X-Men, but you get to pick your supporting characters. So in this level, it'll be Cyclops, and you'll be using Storm, Rogue, and Gambit. I think those were the characters that was at the mall that saved her. And Cyclops would tell Storm, hey, focus on healing. Gambit, focus on attacking. And Rogue, focus on attacking as well. So, or Storm, focus on healing. Rogue, focus on defense. Gambit, focus on dealing damage. And Cyclops, of course, you'll be doing this. You'll be doing whatever you want to do because you're the leader here. In the next mission, if you remember, they got Beast. One of the episodes, Beast got captured, and X-Men had to go save Beast from prison. I think it was from prison. And you had Wolverine. I think it was Wolverine, Gambit, Cyclops, I think the whole damn X-Men went to go save Beast. But you'll be controlling Wolverine, Cyclops, Gambit, and Jean Grey. Jean Grey focus on healing, Gambit focus on attacking, Cyclops do the same thing, and Wolverine's gonna do the same thing. So you gotta have strategy when you pick these characters, because you can't have everybody that's just an attacker. You know, you'll be having a team full of like guys that can't heal, and your people die. Except for Wolverine, since he has the healing factor. So it'll take him a little bit longer to fucking die. So you're gonna have to think things out. You're gonna have to have strategy, because this game's not gonna be hard. I'm not gonna sit there and say it's gonna be Dark Souls hard, but it's gonna be challenging. You really gotta think about it. And yes, there will be other X-Men being added, like Angel, Morph will be a villain, because in the cartoon he was a villain. I'm basing off this game off of the animated series, because I binge watched it like a couple of days ago, and that's all I could think about at the moment. But Archangel, Angel, Apocalypse will be a villain. Other X-Men will join, like Bishop, Cable, even newer X-Men. It won't be set back in the 90s like it was, like the animated series. We're going to be bringing in newer X-Men, and on top of that, too, you'll get special perks if you put certain X-Men on the team. So, for instance, if you put, Wolverine, Shadowcat, Bishop, and Cable, you'll get Days of Futures Past bonus, and it'll give you like a buff to your characters. Or you get certain characters that have also been Apocalypse's Four Horsemen, so like Wolverine, Gambit, Archangel, and maybe some special characters that aren't part of the X-Men, like Sabretooth or something. Then you get a Age of Apocalypse, a boost or whatever. That's something I got out of Ultimate Alliance, because when you made like the Fantastic Four, you got a boost. Made the New Avengers, you got a boost. So carrying that over to X-Men Legends, this new one will be pretty fucking dope. And it just won't be just, your normal X-Men like Wolverine, Jean Grey, Cyclops, Beast. We're talking about like Havoc, Sabretooth, maybe Mystique, people that actually have been on the X-Men, maybe some villains you can play as, and some heroes that aren't part of the X-Men. Like, for instance, if you get a little cameo with Spider-Man, even though Spider-Man is going to be on PlayStation, so I'm just using it as an example. Or remember the episode of Spider-Man where he teamed up with the X-Men because of some mutation? Yeah, you could do something like that, but just not with Spider-Man. Maybe you have a special DLC or special mission where you just solo it, and it's Wolverine versus the Hulk. Or you do a special mission where you and the X-Men go battle the Hulk in Vancouver, which is pretty fucking dope. I mean, I really want to see another Hulk game. Now, this right here is a pretty dope concept. Now, I know somebody in the comments is going to sit there and say, this is kind of flawed, and yeah, it's going to be flawed. Like, every game is not perfect. Like, I can't really think of one game that I owned or played over the years that was just 100% perfect. That's not Jet Set Radio. To me, Jet Set Radio is perfect. But that does not mean this game won't be fun. Now, I didn't come up with a major bad villain. I didn't come up with one because it's either going to be like Magneto, Apocalypse, hell, maybe Dark Phoenix. I don't know. I have to go look at the Rogues Gallery to see who is a major threat and put them as the main villain or main antagonist to, the X-Men Legends game. Either or, I feel like this should be handed off to maybe, I can't think of no developers that work for Microsoft at the moment, but I do feel that this should be something that should be made. It's a good concept. Guardians of the Galaxy worked out pretty well. Avengers, not so much. But matter of fact, it wasn't that good at all. But that does not mean that, Crystal Dynamics can't be like, what? We did good with Guardians of the Galaxy, so let's make another game. Let's call it X-Men Legends. So I'm just going with Crystal Dynamic at the moment since they're making Marvel games. But if you know any good companies that, the gaming developers that make really good games that you would think that will make an amazing X-Men Legends game, and if they're being owned by Microsoft, that'd be dope too. It doesn't have to be just strictly somebody that was bought out by Microsoft, but it could be any gaming developer. But what do you guys think? Do you think this idea is stupid? Do you think this idea is great? Do you think we need another X-Men game? Do you think it's about time we got another X-Men game? Or do you think that, we should give another hero another chance? Give another hero some chances? I don't know. We'll have to find out. But other than that, guys, I love y'all. Hope y'all taking care of yourselves. And I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.